What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video guys, me going over the upcoming Global Annie Festival and why I actually do think it could be a Ragnarok Festival celebration. Let's talk about all that information in this video, guys, so let's actually hop in. Before we actually hop into the video though, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We're on the road to that 50k subs, man. Hit that like button, guys, subscribe. I definitely do appreciate all the support, and with that out of the way, man, we can actually talk about the update and why I actually do think it could be a Ragnarok celebration. So first things first, guys, let's actually open up the website that I actually got here. So this is the dev notes for Grand Cross, and they actually did post this dev note a while back. It was January 5th, so it's been about a month now since this dev note. And yeah, they put a part in the dev note here where they explain the content update for the first half of 2024. So one thing to note, and specifically for this video that we want to talk about, is this sentence right here: as heroes continue to grow, Demonic Beast Battle also plans to introduce a new 5th Demonic Beast, and we are planning to update it during the first half of the year. So they pretty much confirmed that we are going to be getting a 5th Demonic Beast Battle in the first half of the year, guys. Now that's something that, you know, we kind of not necessarily expected, but you know, we kind of had the idea that maybe we would get another one, and so this pretty much confirmed it in this dev note. Now, when would we be getting the 5th Demonic Beast Battle, and when would it, you know, kind of release? Now, another thing to note as well, guys, is that last year, when we did get the Ragnarok Chapter 6 and Freya, that's when we got Nidhogg Demonic Beast, right? That was when we got the Nidhogg Demonic Beast Battle, and it came out with Freya at the end of January. Now, guess what time frame it is right now, guys, of the year? It's the end of January, beginning of February. So we're kind of in that same time frame where we kind of are expecting another Ragnarok chapter update. And since last year we did kind of get a release here for Freya in this time slot, then it could mean that, you know, maybe Global Annie is actually going to be the festival. End of January though, guys, is also Tower God right now. So this year is actually a lot different than last year in terms of how they went about their updates, right? So yeah, guys, because Freya is actually end of January, beginning of February last year, and we didn't actually get a Ragnarok celebration in this slot, and we got Tower God instead, that means that they probably are changing up the schedule this year in terms of character releases and all of that. As you guys can tell here, for the next upcoming 3 banners here, we have this one, which would be Tower God for this slot, but it was Freya last year. This is the Valentine's unit, so 2 weeks after Tower God, we're gonna get the Valentine's unit, and then end of February, beginning of March would be the Global Annie Festival, which would probably be a Ragnarok character. And yeah, no, so because we actually do know that we have a Demonic Beast Battle coming, right? That's the first thing. We kind of know that we're supposed to be expecting a Ragnarok slot in this time frame, right? So that's another thing. We have another thing here, guys, that pretty much confirms it all, right? So right here, this image is from 70s Leaks, and this was in the league server, and pretty much what they said is that the Ratosker is going to be the next Demonic Beast Battle. Now, we already knew because of the dev note that we were going to be getting another Demonic Beast, and if we already know what the next Demonic Beast Battle is going to be, it has to be somewhat soon in this year, guys, and it has to be within the first half of the year according to the dev notes and, you know, what the devs actually plan on doing. So my thing is that they'll probably have it for Global Annie, since it does fit that kind of time slot, and, you know, it would make a lot of sense just to, you know, move the Ragnarok celebration from end of January to the end of February, and then just have the collab slot, which was Tower of God, in the slot for Freya, right? Like, we just pretty much replace that. And for Ratosker, for you guys that don't know what it is, it's pretty much the Squirrel Demonic Beast Battle. The little about section here from Wikipedia pretty much explains, in Norse mythology, Ratosker is a squirrel who runs up and down the world tree Yggdrasil, and to carry messages between the eagles perched atop the Yggdrasil. So and the Serpent Demonic Beast Battle, who dwells beneath one of the 3 roots of the tree. So the pretty much Ratosker is the last one we're going to be getting, guys. This is the very last Demonic Beast Battle we're kind of expecting. So yeah, guys, Ratosker is pretty much going to be the last one that we're kind of expecting to get in the game, guys. And in the actual image here, this is the loading screen that we get in Grand Cross right here. I couldn't actually find Ratosker in this image, but supposedly he's in here. Let me know if you guys can actually spot him out. I wasn't able to notice him in here because I thought initially it might have been this one right here, but this is for Skull and Hadi. And then yeah, this is the bird, this is the deer, and then this is Nidhogg. So let me know if you guys can see it in this actual image where Ratosker is, and let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, no, he is the next Demonic Beast Battle we're getting, and so it does actually make a lot of sense, guys, that it would line up for this kind of, you know, Global Annie Festival celebration. Now, remember that we also did used to think it was going to be Chaos Arthur, right? Another thing they did mention in, in the dev note here is that they do actually plan to release for Koa. I forget what they mentioned. So the new chapter for Koa will be released, and they made sure that this is going to be within the first half of the year, right? So this is, as mentioned in the update preview, we'll primarily focus on updating content that utilizes hero growth in the first half of 2024. And they mentioned here as well is that the chapter update, which will be introduced with the release of the 4 Nights of Apocalypse, will show a way that links and adds new content in the game rather than solely presenting the chapter. And then they're pretty much saying that it will get a new story chapter, and it will be released within the first half of the year because it's in this tab right here. So because, for Koa could be in the first half of this year as well, guys, that could mean as well that maybe it isn't a Ragnarok celebration we get, for the festival, and it actually could be for Chaos Arthur, and then it would lead in towards for Koa stuff, and then maybe they'll slot in like a 600 banner and the celebration then, right? Because for you guys that don't know, Freya actually did release with the Demonic Beast battle last year. It was with Nidhogg, right? And Freya wasn't a festival, right? She was just a big character release. So if they want to just do a regular 600 banner, it is another possibility too. It doesn't have to be a festival. So maybe they'll do like, Global Annie being Arthur, and then maybe like a few weeks after they'll have like a Ragnarok celebration, right? So it's definitely a possibility there. But yeah, I mean, it does seem more likely though that Global Annie will be, because of the Demonic Beast battle being a thing, and the time schedule when they're supposed to be releasing a chapter here for Ragnarok, it does make a lot of sense to kind of release it around the Global Annie festival. So I do actually think that they'll probably do for Koa stuff, not in like a festival release, but they'll probably have for Koa releasing maybe in like just regular chapter updates, right? Just kind of like regular story updates. So I don't think we'll get a festival for Koa necessarily like instantly. We'll probably get one for Koa, probably at maybe JP Annie, right? Maybe we can expect a JP Annie for Koa unit as the festival, and we'll have to see then. But I do think that because of the Ratoskir leak here, guys, and because of the information here in the dev note where it mentions we're getting a 5th Demonic Beast within the first half of the year, and because of the fact that this time frame of the year is kind of a Ragnarok and then Valentine's and then a Global Annie celebration kind of time frame, this is going to be, can kind of expect to get a new festival, and maybe a Ragnarok festival at that, guys. So alright guys, one more thing to mention though is that in the dev note that they had at the end of November of last year, they actually did mention the Proof of Courage Demonic Beast Battle event and their feedback from that event specifically. And for you guys that don't know what this mode was, it was pretty much all 3 of the Demonic Beasts that we had so far other than Nidhogg. And what it was is that it had it was kind of like a very difficult game mode, and with just a bunch of like different mechanics for each of the Demonic Beast battles. And they pretty much mentioned that the decision previously mentioned of pairing the new Holy Relic system enhancement with Proof of Courage was also made due to its challenging nature. So now I'm kind of thinking like, okay, do they not want to do hero enhancement or the Holy Relic enhancement system with Proof of Courage, and maybe they'll move it into the new Ratoskir Demonic Beast battle? That's definitely another possibility as well. So we'll have to see exactly if they're going to be doing that, or if they're just going to re-release Proof of Courage again and have that be with the Holy Relic system. Because they also do mention here as well, guys, the Demon King PvE mode, if I'm not mistaken. I think they do mention it as well. Yeah, no, so they mentioned the Demon King PvE mode as well, and they kind of talked about that being a thing, and that they wanted to not have the hero enhancement system linked with this, but linked with, Proof of Courage instead. So we'll see if Proof of Courage is going to be something that they do bring back in the future, and if, maybe Nidhogg or Ratoskir could be a part of that as well. So that's pretty much all that I wanted to cover in this video, guys. Let me know what you think about Global Annie Festival, and if you do think it'll be Ragnarok as well. But because of the leak, because we know that we're going to be getting one in the first half of the year, and all the information that we have with that, I do kind of think it's a possibility that we will be getting one for Global Annie, and we'll have to see exactly what it's going to be. I don't know the character that it could be from Ragnarok. Maybe Thor, that's one of the bigger hype characters, because we're kind of thinking like a festival, right? It would make a lot of sense. So we'll have to see, guys, but that's going to be pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys do enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out, and have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.